newsletter. We're here, 2020, time for change, right? Well, most people think so. I think a lot of people start resolutions and we kind of have this assumption that they're going to fail, that we're going to fall off the bandwagon and of what our intent was. Well, I want to help you with that. We want to make sure that you're successful in what changes you want to make to better your life and to better your quality of your experience in life. So, behavior change. There's a model for it. Did you know? Yeah, there's a model for most things. But in behavioral change, there's actually 5 stages that all of us go through as we're trying to make a change. And I'd like to talk to you a little bit about them. And there's more information if you want to delve in on the website more. So, first stage of behavioral change is awesome pre-contemplation, where we're thinking about some things. We're thinking maybe in like the next 6 months or a year, I'll make a change. But maybe sometimes in that stage, we don't even realize that there's a problem. We don't understand the pros and cons of even making a switch. A lot of times this is someone who is just really in the thick of their bad habit, and maybe their family members are telling them, hey, you shouldn't smoke so much. Didn't you hear that it's so bad for you? Wink, wink. That stage, people are a little bit oblivious. So then as we move into the second stage, we're in the contemplation stage. We intend to make a healthy behavior change, but it's probably not going to happen in the next 6 months. It's like I'm thinking about it. It's just not convenient right now. But I do recognize that my behavior is a problem. Maybe I'm, the big one, gaining weight. Maybe I can't breathe because I'm smoking. Maybe I'm not pooping very well, and Devin's told me that's not normal. So that's a stage that you're just thinking about things, and but you're not ready. You're not ready to do something about it. So next stage becomes the preparation stage, or the determination phase, where you're ready to take action. You're like, okay, cool. So I recognize that there's a problem. I recognize that I don't feel good about it, that something inside of me wants to change. So maybe like in the next month, I'll make a change. And you're taking small steps to be able to move through those changes. So you might look into a gym. You might look into some recipes online, or you might look into a nutrition plan, or what we call a diet. So you might be thinking about these things, again, preparing for a change. Going into the 4th stage, now we're into action. This is where we are ready to do something about it. So when we're in this stage, we're going to modify our behaviors. We're going to put an action plan in place. We're going to either create or receive a program from a coach, and then we want to do something about it. So those of us who are on the detox and cleanse this month, keep going. You're doing so good. Those of you who weren't ready, it's okay. You weren't in the stage of change that you needed to be to take action. Someday you will get there. We just have to honor where we're at. So when we get to that action stage is when we're actually doing something about it, and we are feeling those positive effects as they accumulate and we grow. So 5th stage, maintenance. This is when after you've done those behavior changes, you feel really good. You feel lighter, you feel proud, you feel confident, and you're ready to keep going. You're ready to really instill this in your life because you can see that difference. You can feel that difference within yourself, and you can see that you don't want to prevent that relapse. So you can come in and out of this behavioral change at any point in time, right? So we can, a lot of times, right, at this time of year is that we fail. Our resolutions don't stick. So you can come in and out in time, but oftentimes people tend to come out of the stages of behavioral change and just quit things when they're in that preparation and action phase. They're right in the middle. So I've prepared, I've done an action, right? So like, okay, you want to work out again, you go start to work out, you don't feel so good. You try it again, don't feel so good. Okay, fine, I'll just give that up. It happens, I've done it, but there's a way to get out of that. There's a way to get out of that vicious cycle of repeating the things and not moving towards our health. That is figuring out your why. Why are you even doing this in the first place? Why does it mean so much to you? Why? So I invite you, my friends, to sit down with yourself, quiet space, or quiet room with kids in the other room. I get it, right? Okay. So just sit with yourself, get a piece of paper, get your journal, and really sit with yourself and ask yourself why.